Hi everyone, it's Taff. Welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. Here we are in our beautiful DAF truck with its smoky, swirly goodness on the side. So last time we had a discussion when we arrived in Sweden, what we're going to do with our £250,000 or euros. Now, a lot of you are saying we need to start a new base, and the base of choice at the moment is Oslo. So, it'd be great if we could get a job to Oslo. If not, somewhere around the Scandinavian region so we can stay close and maybe come back to it next time. While we're speaking, let's just have a look, shall we? Let's see what's on offer. So we have from here, we have a double-decker bus, oh joy, to Tampere in Finland, which is 344 miles, 211 of which are on the ferry, 20 hours to do. You've got a Volvo truck to Antwerp in Belgium. No. Spare parts to Antwerp again. Linköping. We can take some car accessories, which is literally £8,000 and it's only 160 miles. That's next to nowhere, is it? Or we have car parts to Kiel, which is there. We had a nightmare with the old double-decker bus. Whoops. We got anything there? Gothenburg? No. Oh wow! Look at that. An excavator. That looks pretty cool. There's some cool stuff over there in Gothenburg. But anyway, we're here. Should we try another double-decker? This time to Tampere in Finland. Let's give this a go. It keeps us in the Scandinavia area, so we are good to go. Right, if you remember last time, we ended getting all sorts of penalties for sleep deprivation and all that kind of crazy stuff. So let me just lights off. Okay, great. It's 1:35 in the afternoon. Handbrake is on. So we've just stopped at a Volvo repair garage to get our goodness. Now we are going back to the Volvo. That Volvo depot seems to be the only thing in this entire little hamlet. It's the sole purpose of this place being on the map, I believe. Looking at here, there's nothing else here, is there? So, okay, back to the Volvo dealership, or the Volvo depot. Or is this actually supposed to be the Volvo headquarters, maybe? I don't know. Woo. Truck wants to go really quick then. As I say, I couldn't see the bus. It's over there. Great. So that's the one we wanted. Yes, please. Right. Let's swing up round this. Right, remember, any bridge we're going to have to slow down and take it a little bit more steadily and try and do it a little bit more professionally than we did last time. I'm determined to get one of these buses delivered. Sweet. Okay, hooked on. We've got half a tank of fuel, so we will need to go and get some fuel along the way. I'm missing gears already. It's a great start. It looks like we can actually go. We can go left here if we want to. Anything coming? No. Be easy just to go left then, unless we can't get under that bridge. Maybe. No, that bridge looks really high. Let's just That's okay. Yep, them two are fine. Well, we'll go in the middle of this one just to make sure we get that extra bit of room. There we go. Great. Right, as we wait here, I'm just going to do a slight adjustment to the old controls because, yeah, they're not feeling quite right. The powertrain Volvo. Okay, jiggling my seat as we're waiting for the traffic. Come on, jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. And we're on the road. Huzzah. Right. So, bearing in mind we're going to keep an eye out for any low bridges or any low tunnels, something like that. We can relatively relax, I think. It should be a reasonably steady job. Hopefully, nothing too exciting to happen. Let's get nice and steady around these roundabouts. Yeah, the trailer kind of skipped over there, but it's okay. So how you guys been? It's another week, it's another Euro Truck video with chat, as always. There is a garage there, and I'm tempted to go and nip over and grab some fuel. Yeah, let's nip over and grab some fuel, although that garage forecourt might be a wee bit low for me. Let's have a look at this. Oh no, that should be plenty high enough. And I drove into the pump. Great. Well done me. Right, let's fill up. Let me just clip the pump. I can't believe that. Oh wow, it's a big old Airbus engine going the opposite direction. Awesome. Watch, all the traffic in Sweden is coming straight at me. We won't be able to get out now. Did that do any damage to... No, just to the truck. It was already 5% damage anyway, so it didn't really do any damage to the truck. Can't actually see much going on, so if I just creep out and look in my mirror... Don't see anything. We're going to go for it and wait for the crunch. Now we're okay. So how you guys been? I hope everything has been well in your world, whatever you are. Whatever you are? No, wherever you are and whatever you're doing. For me, it's been a relatively okay week. It's very busy weekend. When I say very busy, it was a very lazy weekend. As in, I spent most of Saturday watching the rugby. It was the I'm getting overtaken by a lorry. What is he doing? It was the final weekend of the Six Nations, which is the European top tier championship for rugby for our international teams. Let's take this nice and wide. Went into the last day with we're not gonna make that, are we? No. Seriously, how wide did I need to go into that then? Wider, clearly was the answer. That's right, if we give it enough power, it will slide its backside like a dog with worms around the corner. Come on. You can do it. There we go. We may have lost some paint, but that's okay. Yes, it was the last weekend of the Six Nations, where we had 3 of the nations, Wales, Ireland and England, in with a chance of taking the title. Now, Wales didn't have a loss to England. England lost to Ireland, and Ireland lost to Wales. So this is how this kind of situation came about. So they all lost to each other, which is a bit weird. But England and Ireland had a superior goal difference by about, I think it was about 25 points, which is significant in how tight the games have been in the Six Nations this year. They haven't been the most exciting, but what a last weekend. Wales set the board. They went first, playing Italy, and after a poor first half came out and blitzed them 61-20, I think it was. Which gave them a plus, was it whatever it was, I can't remember the exact difference, but it gave them like a plus 15, 16 points difference over the England and Ireland. and 2 points clear, meaning that A, England and Ireland had to win their games, but B, they also had to win them by a significant margin, by about 15 points, which is just it's 3 scores basically. It's 2 converted tries plus a drop goal or a penalty minimum. So yeah, so Wales started all the ball rolling with an amazing second half out in Rome, followed by Ireland, who went to Murrayfield in Scotland to take on Scotland. Ireland did an amazing job and they beat Scotland. Can't remember what the score was, but literally that gave them the goal difference over Wales. I think it was something like 8 points or something. So they got enough just to take over. So that meant Wales could not win the championship, but Ireland were in the box seats. However, England needed to score 23 points in the positive so they need to beat France by 23 clear points, I think it was, or 25 clear points, something like that, to win. And we had one of the most amazing games down at Twickenham with France throwing the ball around. France were bloody all over the place, to be honest with you. But England were playing really well. It was such an exciting game. And England was scoring tries. I think it was a 90-odd point game. France had 30 of them, and England had 50 of them. It was incredible. Absolutely incredible. But it meant England fell something like 3 or 4 points short. It was incredible. And then after 80 minutes, the next time the ball goes dead, that's the end of the game. France got a penalty. We thought, oh, that's it. Ireland's won it. But France decided to kick off and go from their own try line to try and score, which you just saw you just saw England getting the ball off them and scoring, but no, they did the sensible thing, kicked it out. Long and short of it, Ireland won the championship by 1 score. Between 3 amazing teams on the last day and an absolutely amazing tournament. 3 amazing games. Wow. I was exhausted. I was absolutely exhausted come the end of Saturday night. I was shattered. But the good news is... well, it's not the good news, but a positive to come out of that is we've now got 3 really strong home nations going into the World Cup in a few months, which is quite exciting. Obviously, non-rugby fans are going, bored now, move on. Okay, that was my Saturday. And as I said, I was really tired after that because that was emotionally draining. I was emotionally drained and all my nervous energy. Wow, what a day. Sunday started nicely. Had a game of tennis in the morning, as I often do. And then... what did I do? I can't remember. I think it's gone blank. Oh, I went over to my parents. I visited my parents, of course. Was it Mother's Day? Was it the Mother's Day? No, it was Mother's Day the previous week. Anyway, I went over to my parents and I had a roast dinner there. Roast chicken, yum 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 yum. All the trimmings, fantastic. Went for a long walk with the dogs in the afternoon. Lovely, nice chilled out Sunday. How Sundays should be. So that was cool. And then back to work. Work has been crazy busy this week again. It's just never ending at the moment. Everything that can go wrong is going wrong, which is it's a pain. It's a pain, and it just means I don't know where I am. We got so much work to do. We don't have. Anyway, I won't go into it. It's a mess. Put it that way. It's a mess, and I'm waiting for to hear back from my manager, who is speaking to HR and the directors about what's happening to us, whether or not they're going to make us redundant or what. Who knows? Who knows? Although my boss has had a word with me and said, would I be potentially up for working from home on a different account, kind of hush hush, because you're supposed to be set in an office, although there are people who don't work in an office. I mean, permanently, it doesn't matter. I can work from home a couple of days a week. That's not a problem. But permanently working from home, that's the king. The company doesn't like that, although there are people who do it. So it's kind of weird. Can you see that kind of shadow blur on that car and the blackness? What is that? Is that my graphics card dying? So I noticed that last night. Or maybe I have to give my graphics card, or maybe my monitor. Is it my monitor refresh rate issue? I don't know. Any technical people know what that kind of black thing was? Weird. Anyway, so that's life at the moment. It's kind of hectic. But I do have next week off. Yes, indeed. I have booked off next week. A, to chill out. B, I'm going to do some videos. C, I've got some game development I want to get done. And D, I'm also going to have some fun. Now, I was planning next week to go down to a old airbase in Hemel Hempstead, which is sort of around north of London, on the M25. Because I've got an experience day which my parents bought me, which is to go, driving around a couple of laps in a Formula Renault racing car. So that should be good fun. I was going to do that next week, but to be honest with you, probably not now. I might do. It's a bit late. I might give them a ring to see if there's any vacancies. If not, I won't. But that's something. A speeding offence, really? Really? Okay, fine. I'm so rich. Speeding offences. Now, if that was to put points on your licence, that would be a different matter. I would love to see them introduce a licence for your driver. So if you get too many... oh, that truck just appeared from nowhere. If you get too many penalty points, too many fines, too many speeding tickets and too much damage, maybe. I'll come to that. No, yeah. So if you get too many fines, too many speeding offences, all that kind of thing, you get points on your license, and then there has to be a draconian penalty for getting X amount of points on your license, say 12. Maybe it stops you playing the game. They would never do this. It would stop you driving for X amount of time. But that would be pretty. Obviously, you couldn't do that because that takes away the whole point of the game. But if they had some sort of penalty system, not just fining you, but actually, maybe you lost one of your skill points. Now that would be interesting. And it demoted you like 5 levels or 10 levels back. Yes, that's what I would like to see. It would have to be like a hardcore option which you could select and deselect, because you don't want new fans coming into it making all the mistakes when they're just starting out and killing their career straight off the bat. So you'd have to have it some sort of learning mechanism as well. But that would be quite good. And when it comes to damage on the trucks, I think we should have to pay for insurance for the trucks. That would be neat. And then you have to pay for the insurance for the all your trucks in the fleet, which will obviously take some of the money, because this game does get to the point where you just got so much money it doesn't matter. And I know this game's like 2-3 years old now, so nothing's going to change, but that would be just a neat little idea. So you have to have insurances, and the more damage and crashes you have, the higher insurance premium is when you come to renew it. And I think that would be a neat little touch. Add a little bit of hardcore element to it as well. It's not going to happen because, as I said, this game's 2 or 3 years old already, but it's something that you should look into, I think. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I'd like that kind of penalty, kind of real world. You make a mistake, you get done. You know what it's like in real world. It's a pain. Maybe I'm just a bit of a weirdo. I like the hard stuff. Anyway, never mind. So that's just. Well, how the hell did I get onto that? I don't know. I don't recall. But let's do the updates on the videos. So, Euro Truck Simulator, as always, tootling along nicely. Nothing to worry about. Nice, chilled, relaxed. Really enjoy it. You seem to still be enjoying it as well. It gives me a chance to offload all my thoughts and everything off my chest to you guys. Whether or not you want that or not, I don't know, but it certainly helps me. It's like therapy. So I certainly enjoy it. You seem to still be enjoying it, and it gives me a chance to play this game and also give you some updates on what's happening on the channel, which is pretty cool. It's a double whammy, which I really like. I don't seem to get bored of ploughing up and down these roads around Europe. No date yet on American Truckin' Sim. Not sure when the release date. I'm not sure they have actually posed a release date for that. Once again, I'll just reiterate, we'll have a look at the Scandinavian DLC when it comes out. We may or may not get that because obviously Promods does such a good job anyway. I might not bother, but we'll see. We'll see what it has to offer, and then we'll see if it's something that we want to add to our library. Sorry, I was just watching the trailer coming around that corner there. Had the arm code just sort of sticking out a wee bit, Toon Park. So Euro Truck will continue until we get American Trucker, then obviously we'll be hitting American Truck Sim. We may alternate them depending on what we got in American Truck Sim when it does eventually hit, but I think it'll be absolutely fine. There'll probably be tons of content in there already, and the mods will quickly come out because it's a very similar thing. 5,000 from Ludwig, thank you matey. Appreciate that. So that will continue. As I said, I think as soon as American Truck Sim out, the mods will be sort of moved over pretty damn quick from this into American Trucker, because it's the same engine, same everything pretty much. Obviously some stuff has been changed, but from when it comes from the 3D model point of view, it should be okay. So that's pretty cool. So we look forward to that continuing. Farm Sim is going from strength to strength. I've had a lot of people saying, oh, can you do 2 farm sims a week or more farm sims a week? It's just not possible at the moment with the amount of time I have available and the videos I'm doing, and the way I've set my channel out is also a little bit of an impact, because there are people who signed up to my channel who enjoy some of the video content but have got no interest in the farming ones whatsoever, and I've got to respect that as well. So I've got to give it, what's that red thing up ahead? Is this the road colour, is it? Okay, I thought it was like an invisible barrier or something. I think it's just the road textures. Hold on, we could hit invisible wall. No, we're okay. Okay, great. So yeah, that's... What was I saying? Yes, so at the moment, no. I will try and see if I can extend the farm sim videos a bit. Maybe do like 45-minute ones, depending on what's going on. The one came out today, which was seeding fields, and to be fair, after about 35 minutes of seeding fields, I'm bored, so you guys must be bored watching it. But we will continue. If we've got interesting things happening on the farm, then I'll try and extend the episodes a little bit, just to get a little bit more in. Might help me sort of get things like the harvesting, get that harvested a little bit quicker, so we're not harvesting for 6 episodes in a row, which is quite good. So that'll continue. It seems to be going from strength to strength. Some nice mods coming out now, which are really adding not only to the farm but also to ease of farming, i.e. one of them was the seed trailer, which is awesome, which you can basically load the seeders up by dragging this trailer around, save you having to make a trip back to the farmyard every 5 seconds, which is pretty damn cool. Really do enjoy that. That is a cracking addition. So that will continue. Agricultural Simulator 2013, that will also continue for the time being. I started to notice a few, this is pretty, started to notice a few little glitches working their way into the fabric, into the game, so I would expect that one to crash. Not soon, but you're getting the first telltale signs of the symptoms we had before the game's corrupted last time. So it's probably, I doubt we'll get another 10 episodes out of it, but you never know that game. You never know. So we'll see how that one goes. Hopefully we can get some more. Let's stick the lights on. Hopefully we can get some more harvests out of that one, which would be quite good. So we'll continue with that one for the time being as well. And once that comes to an end, then we'll decide what we want to do. Probably merge that with something else. So yeah, that's pretty good. From a survival point of view, 7 Days to Die Alpha 10 has ended. That was the last video I was going to do on it, which is cool because Alpha 11 is just around the corner. It's about 2 or 3 weeks away. So and it looks such an improvement. And it's got some more enemies, it's got some new recipes. You know, the crossbow is not something you can instantly craft. So yeah, there's some real challenges with that game, which is good because literally you used to make yourself the stone axe, make yourself the crossbow, and you were good to go. That's all you had to do. Do I need to go straight on? Made that mistake before and I've crashed there. I've crashed there, indeed I have. Oh, he's braking. Oh, I see why he's braking. That was a tight corner. Stockholm. Oh, I remember the blooming confusing road layout around Stockholm. Yes, I do. So that's quite good. So 7 Days to Die will return with Alpha version 11, which will be quite exciting. I may change the format up a wee bit and change it around so it keeps it interesting for me. But I'm really looking forward to that. It looks exciting. The graphics have had an update as well. They've moved it to the Unity 5 engine, which is a significant improvement over the Unity 4 engine. So expect a number of tweaks as well. Now, the one thing I do know with Unity, because I'm a pro Unity user, makes it sound like I'm competent with it. It's not. I've just have a license for it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not skillful with it. But I do know, having been you know, part of all the beta testing and stuff like that, there is not only an improvement in the actual game engine itself, the graphics, but also the audio. The audio is pretty superb. So hopefully that will make its way into 7 Days to Die as well. Of course, you've got to take advantage of the actual improved things. You know, you could have the best audio in the world, but if you're not actually going to put the good audio clips in the game, then it's wasted, isn't it? Oh, I remember this ferry port. So that will hold fire until we get there. Now, I was doing other survival games, wasn't I? Like no, what was it? Eternal Winter, that was it. External Winter, what I'm talking about. Winter Outside, yep. Eternal Winter. So I did a first impressions video on that, and I will do some more. It's very limited at the moment, but it probably will wait until I get next week. Come next week, then I'll have some more time to do some stuff, which should be good. Also, we were going to look at a very similar kind of graphical theme as well. Oh, hang on, where am I going? Middle? Go down the middle? I should think so. Also, we're going to have another look at The Long Dark, won't we? That'll probably, I might start recording that next week, which should be good fun. So expect to see some of those come along shortly. If I do get around to recording, I've got so many ideas for what I'm going to do next week. I'm just going to check. Can we get, yes, clear of that, easy. And also we were going to have another look at... Oh, let's just pop down a gear. I was also going to potentially have another look at Stranded Deep. I had a look at the patch notes because it got patched recently. I don't think I'll wait. I'll do another episode on that just yet. I'll wait a while because although they're still patching it, nothing really has been added. A couple of things have been, and a lot of bug fixes have been done, which is great, but I think I want another big content update before we go back and look at that one. One that has had a content update is The Forest, so I potentially might do some more on The Forest as well. So that is probably all I've got lined up in the survival-esque side at the moment. I must admit, I've done so many survival games recently and over the last year that I'm kind of survivaled out. If one comes along, which is awesome, then maybe, but we'll see. Anyway, let's get the ferry and get some sleep as well. So we are going to Turku, which looks like inland, but you know, it's just a thing. It's just the thing. We obviously overslept. Everyone else is out. Let's go. It's 6:49 in the morning. Let's switch our lights off. We could put our side lights on though. Back on the ferries. There you go. Gotta love these Scandinavian countries and all their ferries. Whoa! God, the force feedback was hard for that. I felt that. Let's slow down for this one. It's very picturesque, isn't it? It's lovely. That's pretty. Oh, there wasn't actually a bump on that one. Wrong way offence. Really? How else was I supposed to get out of the ferry? Answer me that. I'm at a loss why I'm going the wrong way. There's no markings on these roads. This game hates me. It hates me, I tell you. See, now, if we did have a driving license and I got 3 points on my license for that, I'd be slightly annoyed. Yeah. Ah, well. God, you can probably hear the force feedback going crazy. Right, we're in Finland. Huzzah! We made it. 2 hours to go. Let's start talking about the other things we have on the channel. So we've done the farming, we've done the Euro truck, we've done the survival stuff. That leaves kind of the transport stuff, the simulation stuff still. So we've got FSX now. It seems to be becoming, well, I've only done 2 videos, but it seems to have been received reasonably positively. People seem to be keen and want to see more FSX, so that is more than happy to accommodate that. I'm really getting into FSX at the moment. The new aircraft package of the Embraer 135 and 145s, the regional jets, what a wonderful little aircraft they are to fly. They're kind of not the super PMDG super complex, you can try and train a proper pilot on them software, but they are challenging enough. Oh my god, this roundabout is tight. Challenging enough to give me a challenge, stuff to learn, which is great because it also makes it feel like I'm doing hardcore stuff, which is good, but it's not. It's just like a small light introduction. No chance of getting this bus around. Look at that. Just pulled out all the daisies on the roundabout. Never mind. So there'll be more FSX coming. Next time we will be flying. We'll be doing another UK internal flight. Although I say another, we actually went to Dublin, which isn't the UK, but we'll be flying from Newcastle upon Tyne to Bristol. Whoops. It was one of the oopsie. It was one of the places that was suggested in the comments, which is pretty good. So we'll be going like that. Ideally, we'd be flying out from Bristol next time to the next location, but I've actually flown privately without recording it from Dublin to Newcastle, trying to do a practice flight because I thought I need a bit of practice, and I've got a few more skills locked down now, which is quite good. So yeah, we'll be enjoying that. We're still going to be using the regional jets for the time being because I want to master them before we move on to anything else. And once we've mastered them, we'll know some of the processes, we'll know some of the basics, which we can then hopefully take on to another aircraft, which I have purchased. I got a second aircraft package, which are bigger aircraft as well. I won't spoil the fun what they are yet, but we'll see those coming up later. So yeah, more FSX on the way. I hope you keep enjoying it, because I'm enjoying it and I'm learning, and I hope that helps you guys if you're interested in getting into it as well. Learn along with me. Not that I'm looking to do tutorial videos, I don't know enough to be able to instruct you in any way, but hopefully it's always nice to have, if you're doing a flight, to have a YouTube video or a stream going along next to you as well, which is pretty cool. So that more FSX will definitely continue. It's something I really want to get into. Really enjoy it. This looks really tight. Aced it though. Absolutely aced it. Right. The other thing we've been doing, or we started, was Train Simulator 15. Now we'll be doing more Train Simulator 15. It again has had a positive response, so thank you ever so much for your feedback and your support on that one as well. We'll be definitely be doing some more Train Sim 15. Probably be intermingling it for the next few weeks. You'll probably see the odd Train Sim video, but probably a lot more of the World of Subways 4. Yes, finally. Please don't ping me for going for those lines. Cool. Finally, World of Subways 4, the New York number 7 line, has been released. And we've got the first video out. It's very different from World of Subways 3, the London Underground. It's got a whole new front end to it. Whereas, I mean, in London Underground, you basically just went in, select your route you wanted to drive, and you went for it. And that was it. The simulation was the game. Now you've got some weird out of the train game where you've got a manager, you've got a director, you've got mechanics, you've got conductors and mechanics, conductors, security guys, and other train drivers, and you kind of mingle and talk to them. And I'm not kind of really sure what that aspect of the game is yet, but I do know you can get missions from those guys, so they can give you missions as well. So I know that from looking at the achievements. So yeah, I think that game's got some interesting things to have a look at. First video, I can appreciate that many of you found that frustrating to watch. I found it frustrating actually to try and play. I'm trying to bring what I know from World of Subways 3, London Underground into this game, but it's not. It's totally different. I shouldn't try and do that. The fault mainly lies with me, trying to use my old knowledge in that game, rather than going through the tutorials thoroughly and learning the various different aspects of that setup, because it's not a modern day setup. It's set in the 60s, 70s, whatever, and it's an old rickety train as well. So yeah, it's going to take a little bit of adjusting to, but I think towards the end of recording that video, I think, you know, it felt solid. The beginning of it, I thought this is going to be one huge frustration salt fest, but at the end, I can see the game under here. I can see the old magic under here. So we're gonna keep going, and hopefully I'll improve. It become less frustrating for you guys to watch. You'll hopefully enjoy it a bit more, and we can all have fun, and it will be cool. So there'll be lots of World of Subways to come as well. What else we got? Is that pretty much all I do? No, it's not, of course. We have B17. B17, we have a few more missions to run. We're going to do till sortie 40, which is 3 more, I think, as of this point when I'm recording here. And then we'll be shifting on to something else. Now, don't worry, B17, as I say, we'll be back in a few weeks. Probably have a month or 6 weeks off, something like that. Wait till we get another series out of the way. And we can potentially, sorry, not potentially, we will be doing another single bomber mission or campaign with the subs who have already put their names down as the crew members, and I'll be doing my best, or killing them off as I please, which should be great. Which should be good fun. It'll be really good fun, I think. I'm looking forward to that. When that goes, we do have other games available to play. Silent Hunter 5 I fired up last week, and I gave it a test run. Now, I did put a lot of the aids on because, wow, it's so different from Silent Hunter 3. So different. And I'm not really very good at it, to be honest with you. So I've put a lot of the aids on, like the navigation aids and that kind of thing. It may be a case of we start with quite a low realism setting, and then each patrol we go out, we try and learn something new and increase the realism by taking away many of the aids. I'll always have external cameras, because I think for video purposes we always need the external cameras. But yeah, things like real navigation, real torpedo plotting, that's well beyond me at the moment. Well beyond me. And I'm learning so much at the moment with Flight Sim, and I don't want to really take on too much at the moment, because it'll probably just melt my brain and it'll just leak out of my ears, and it'll be a horrible mess, and I'll be no good for no one. So yeah, there's a lot to learn there. But I really enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. I did very much enjoy it. Even though I managed to track, after I played for about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours, and I tracked this. Whoa, got a bit of a wiggle. I tracked this merchant ship. Fired off a couple of torpedoes. One hit. And wouldn't you know, it was sinking right there. I was able to zoom in, look at the damage in the ship. It was quite heavily damaged under the waterline. I thought, not long for you, matey. And the game crashed. Very frustrating. But we'll see what happens on that. But still, I'm going to play some more offline to see if I can just basically test stability. Do some stability tests. Not actual learning the game that much. Obviously I will gain from the experience, but it's main to test the stability of the software and the rig and everything. So we'll see how that goes. But that's potentially one we got coming up as well. Also we have OMSI Bus Simulator 2. I haven't had another chance to play it, but yeah, it's something we'll probably do some videos on as well. It's been requested, so that's cool. And another thing, we have Cliffs of Dover and Il Stormovik Battle of Stalingrad. Both will be doing more videos on. Battle of Stalingrad's had a couple of patches now, and it's starting to look reasonably good. So I'm going to start to have a look at that one. But Cliffs of Dover, oh my word, Cliffs of Dover is so much fun at the moment. Thanks to all the guys who came last night, I'm recording this on Wednesday, so came on Tuesday night. There was 6 of us, and we all had a good old laugh on the server playing Cliffs of Dover. To varying levels of success. I think we all had a crash, so yeah, no one can take the high ground. But yeah, we got into a dogfight with some Stukas, which was awesome. Tampere we have discovered, fantastic, and it was a really fun experience. So we're probably going to do a Cliffs of Dover night most Tuesdays. I say most Tuesdays. We're going to pin it in for every Tuesday, but clearly not everyone's going to make every week. I'm not going to make every Tuesday. Other people aren't going to be able to commit to making every Tuesday, so it's going to be an open kind of thing. But hopefully we'll get that teamwork going together, and then even if it's not a Tuesday, you can just ping everyone on Steam to say, anyone out for be my wingman for an hour on Cliffs of Dover, and there'll be somebody there to respond. So yeah, I can jump on. And that's cool. It's so much fun. It's so... Oh, and if anyone plays, and he didn't turn up last night, and can navigate, that would be awesome. Because it turns out none of us can navigate. It's okay if we're over the UK. We know the UK reasonably well. But when it was over France, oh my god. There was... do you reckon we're here? I don't know. But it was good fun. It was good fun. And I'm going to do more of that, definitely, because that was so much fun. And I'll be doing some recording. Not only some multiplayer recording. I might be doing some live streaming of that as well. And also there are some... Look at that fence glitch out. I think it's just touching the building, and that's why it's glitching out. Also going to look to do some single... Oh, I've stalled. Also looking to do some single player campaigns in Cliffs of Dover. That would be good fun, I think. Things like, you know, bomber campaigns for the Luftwaffe and that kind of thing. I can't see where I'm going at all. I think I'm on target. We have actually managed to not take the top of the bus for once, which is a huge positive. How on earth am I supposed to see in that mirror? I've not used this for years. But no, I'm on target, aren't I? Yeah, I'm on target. That's fine. Auto parking? Oh no, I don't want auto park. I thought it was a new feature of this truck. You know, those cars that park themselves. You can buy a truck now which has auto park. That'd be pretty cool. So yeah, I've got loads of plans. I won't be able to get all of them done because I never can. I just don't have the time in the day. Maybe if I get redundant, I can commit 2 months to becoming full-time YouTube. Now that would be fun. But then, you know, I've got bills to pay, so I probably would have to get a job. Even though I would get a payout from being made redundant. You know, you still need to pay the bills, don't you? Perfect, we're in. 1 bus successfully delivered. Boom! Distance driven, 355 miles, 20 hours, 21 minutes it took us with 301.2 litres of fuel consumed. That netted us grand total of €25,669, 1,158 XPs, and that's clipped us up to level 24 master. So yeah, this will be good. If you get the penalty points, you lose, I don't know, 5-10 levels, and you lose your skills, or a couple of skills. That would be awesome. I think I'd really like that. Excuse me, I'd really like that if that was to happen. I kind of almost went into a hiccup, but never actually materialised. So what do we want to do? Do we want some fragile cargo? That will up the reward to 25%, 5% increase, delivering fragile cargo. Eco driving, save more fuel. Or long distance driving. Deliveries up to 1,242 miles, 20% higher reward for distances longer than... Well, what do we drive today? No, it wasn't that far, was it? I can't remember now. I've literally just saw it on the previous screen, but I can't remember. Let's go for fragile cargo. Or just in time. Let's go just in time. Brilliant. Right, let's switch the engine off. Come out and see what's going on. So we've now got 330,000. So we are up here in Tampere in Finland. We've done this strip before. Oh, we haven't, but we've gone straight up to there, haven't we? So we have unlocked a new city, which is pretty cool. So we want to make our way back to Oslo, ideally, to go and set up a new base there. Any jobs in Oslo? To Oslo, should I say? Although I will need to probably sleep again. Croydon, London? No. Lots of Denmark, Germany. Tartu? No. We'll have a sleep and see if there's anything better next time. So, yeah, there we go. Thoughts and comments, please leave in the section below. If you'd like to see anything new, suggestions, then by all means put them in the comments, or head over to the Steam group and add your thoughts in there. If you've liked it, hit that like button. It really does help support the series, help support the channel, help support me, lets me know what you want, lets me know what you're liking, disliking, that kind of thing, which is great. And join me next time for more Euro Truck fun. So I'll see you next time.